Hello everyone, this is Tony with TerraSky, and today we're going to cover how to enable inline editing for your Visualforce pages made with SkyVisualEditor. And this is a fairly simple feature to implement within your Visualforce pages, but we want to make sure that you understand how to fully leverage all of the different aspects of the inline editing functionality. So the first thing that we should start with is that we have a page here on the center of my screen. I have a bunch of display only fields which we'll be using, and then in order to enable inline editing, on the right hand side you'll notice that there is a page properties section that is by default expanded. The bottommost property in this section is called Enable Inline Editing. Go ahead and click this box. Now what this will do is allow any of your data table records that have output only fields, or any of your main object fields that are output only, to be inline compatible, inline editable compatible. This means that you can double click them like you do in the typical Salesforce pages, and you are able to edit that field, which we'll show in just a moment. Now the next important thing to understand is that by default the edit button does not naturally turn into a save button simply because you have enabled inline editing. So what you must do now is go to the component palette on the left hand side, scroll down and retrieve the save button. Add this to the canvas and drop it. Now on the right hand side there is now a property that only is displayed when you have inline editing enabled, and it's called Display Inline Editing. Now what this is going to do is allow you to conditionally determine which buttons should appear during the view screen when you have inline editing enabled, or during the view only screen when no inline editing is taking place. For example, if you are looking at a typical record in Salesforce, you want to see edit, delete, and cancel. But if you double click on a field and change its value, you would expect to see save and cancel in place of the edit and delete. And so that's what we're going to be simulating, is that conditional change based on whether or not the user has actually inline edited a field on the page. So what we're going to do here is change the save button from always being displayed to only being displayed on the edit. And we're going to change the edit button from always being displayed to being hidden on the edit only. And the same thing with the delete button. We don't want this always shown. We want it to be hidden when the user's editing. And this way it enforces the user to save any changes that they made or cancel the changes before they attempt to edit. That way they don't lose their work. And then if we click on the cancel button, we can leave this one as always showing in case they want to cancel some task that they're doing. So now that we've done this, let's go ahead and click File, Deploy. Choose the environment that you want to send this to. In my case, this is a test environment, and click Deploy. And once the page is fully deployed into Salesforce, we can go ahead and click Open. Now I've taken the liberty to open a record that's inside of our test environment and retrieve the ID so that we can view that record inside of this page to see what that looks like. So here is that Gene Point demo record inside of our page that we have deployed into Salesforce. So as you can see, we have edit and delete at the top, and I do have the inline editing available, so I can come in and double click this and add in any of the new appropriate values. More importantly, or I guess equally important, the save is now represented instead of the edit and delete button. So again, this forces the user to save the changes or to cancel the changes that they have just edited so that they don't accidentally lose their work by clicking edit instead of a save. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.